Hundreds of people gathered at Oaks Park in Niagara Falls in support of the 13th annual Heaters Heroes charity event. Organized by Mike Strange, he continues the tradition in honor of his good friend.
Well, Heater, his name's Bob Lavelle. You know, he's a mentor of mine. He was friends with my dad back when I was boxing. And we got the sad news that Heater got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer back in 2008, and 9 months later he was passed away, and I was devastated. And I thought, what can we do for Heater? Because he loved kids, he loved donating, he loved doing different events. So we decided to do the Heaters Heroes Run for Children, where we help children with terminal illnesses or life-altering illnesses or injuries. We're like a mini Wish Foundation, whatever we can do to help them out and their families get through it. In the past 13, 14 years, we've helped over 125 children and their families, so which is great.
How do you find out about the children that are out here in our community that really could use an extra hand each year?
The one Sophie I saw just in Niagara this week, I saw it, and I just said, let's reach out to them. They looks like they need some help. Or we'll go through different organizations like Ronald McDonald House. We know a lot of families use Ronald McDonald House that are within our region. So it's great, the networking that we form. We have 5 children today, and we've had as many as 13. So there are kids and families that are going to need our help every year. So we want to try to include as many as we can.
Tanya, can you share a little bit about Olivia's story with me today?
Olivia was born 30 weeks premature, only 3 pounds. She spent a good time in the hospital. After she was just under 3 years old, we noticed she had a lot of bruises and got the flu and just couldn't kick it, and it turns out she had leukemia. We spent a good time in the hospital after that, and then next thing you know, lots of chemotherapy, lots of travel back and forth.
Her port got infected.
Yeah, her port got infected. It was just a really long journey for her, but now we're here and doing well.
Sarah, Aria has a very special story. Would you share it with me?
So Aria has a case of KCNA2. It's a genetic form of epilepsy. She was the 3rd person in Canada with it. There's under 200 reported cases worldwide. She's 17 months old. She still can't stand up. She doesn't walk. She has a vocabulary of 5 words. Doctors aren't really sure if she's ever going to walk independently or stand independently.
Do you have a message for Mike Strange? I mean, he's been doing this for a very long time for all these families across Niagara. Do you have something you'd like to say to him?
Thank you from the bottom of our heart. We couldn't thank Mike Strange and his team enough for supporting Aria and supporting everybody else that he's able to help this year and in the coming years.
Robin, can you share Sophie's story today?
Sophie was born with CHARGE syndrome and Russell-Silver syndrome. She was born at McMaster Hospital and spent 11 months of her life there in the NICU. She had a few surgeries while she was there, rough couple months initially, and then at 4 months she received her tracheostomy, which basically saved her life. And then we did all of our training there, which took a couple of months in order for us to take her home, just so we had all the knowledge to be able to take care of her.
We know that you don't go through this alone. You have people who are coming to walk with you today. What does it mean that you're going to have all those people behind you?
Gets me emotional because it can be a very isolating and very lonely experience. So, having people behind you and supporting, and not just in this position today, it means the world to us and to Sophie, and to know that she has people that are always going to be there for her. And, we aren't alone. There are people that are going through the same things that we are going through, and it gives us a lot of comfort. And, seeing people that have already gone through this, and it gives us a glimpse of maybe what her future will look like as well. But it's so important to have, those people to back you and be there for you. So it's awesome.
So over the years, you've actually stayed in touch with all of these families. How have they enriched your life, Mike?
The Heaters Heroes alumni, which I love the most, because they come back every year and they walk a lap with the current heroes, and it just gives the current heroes hope.
If you weren't able to make the event in person, you can still make a donation. Visit the heatersheroes.ca website and look for the Donate tab. In Niagara Falls, reporting for The Source, I'm Lori Taraba.